Hey everyone, this is Brian here. I'm awake, are you? And we got some things to talk about today. First things first, I did a video early this morning and uploaded it, and then I got a couple of comments, and I want to thank whoever sent those comments. I don't remember who you are at this point. It's been one of those cray days at work. About I misspoke something that the Antichrist was in us is what I spoke. I thought, did I say that? And I went back and I checked the video that was I uploaded, but when I went to the video that I actually did in my photos, it didn't say that. But when I uploaded it, it said that. I know it sounds crazy, but I was like, whoa, this is weird. Because I thought to myself, did I really say that? And I did. I said something like that. It was a total mistake, obviously. But when I checked it in my photos, in the original video, it didn't say that. And then it's been kind of weird lately. I don't know about you guys, but lately things have just been weird. All of a sudden, for no good reason, my phone is next to me in the car or I'm at home, and next thing I know, Google starts showing me all the places I've been at driving around for the last 6 months. Or a month. Just pops up on my phone. I'm like, where'd that come from? Or all of a sudden they have a photo album they made for me, taking the photos out of my album on my phone, and it just pops up. All these photos just start popping up, and I never gave them permission. So weird things. And I noticed with the channel, people are being deleted, being unsubscribed, subscribers going up by a few, down by a few, up by a few. And then this was like 2 weeks ago. I complained. I sent an email to YouTube. They said they're working on it. There was a problem with the channel. It got fixed, and then all of a sudden it started growing again. And now it's doing the same thing again. I've emailed YouTube. I can't remember, a few days ago. I haven't heard back. Just weird stuff. Weird. So I apologize for that video this morning. It was really weird, and it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. Just being truthful, I don't even know how to explain it. It doesn't surprise me the times we live in. Who's the prince and the power of the air? Right? You know? I mean, they have AI now. I mean, I need to do I've been talking about AI quite a bit on this channel, but I should go even more about it, because a lot of the things that on our channel, not channels, but on different platforms is AI generated. Some of the newscasters we watch, some of the things we watch on television, they're not even real people. They're AI. And it's happening more and more. Hollywood's all upset about this because they don't need AI now for actors. I mean, they don't need real actors. They just need AI actors, just a computer to do it for them. This is one of the things they negotiated in their strike that Hollywood had a few months ago. One of the things they're worried about is AI replacing actors and writers. This is the times we're living. It's just unbelievable. So, but you know what? It's not going to stop me. And I appreciate the comments that you guys sent about that right off the bat early this morning. Thank you so much. And I'm just, anyway, so enough of that. I want to get into this today because this is what my video was on this morning. And we're going to, second time's the charm, right? So here we go. So we're going to talk about Matthew 24. So here we go. We're going to get into the passage first, and then I'm going to read some articles here. So Matthew 24, starting at verse 4, is one of the most famous passages on end times in the Bible. And it goes like this. And Jesus answered and said to them, See to it that no one misleads you, for many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and I will mislead many. You will be hearing of wars, rumors of wars. See to it that you are not frightened, for those things must take place, but that is not yet the end. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. In various places there will be famines, earthquakes, but all these things are merely the beginning of the birth pains. So we're seeing birth pains right now, the beginnings of them. It's been, like I said, I think even yesterday, the birth pains have been going on for a while. But as you ladies know, with birth pains, the pains start off not so bad, kind of far apart, and they get more intense closer together until the baby comes. That's exactly how Jesus described this to his disciples. And are we seeing the birth pains? Yes, we are. We're definitely seeing the birth pains. And I want to look at some of these birth pains in more detail. We talk about them a lot in this channel, but so what are the things what are the things that we're looking for? We're looking for the increase in things. So in this passage, it says wars or rumors of wars. Well, there's always been wars. There's always been rumors of wars, right? There's always been earthquakes. There's always been pestilence. Earthquakes in various places. All this has been going on for centuries. But Jesus is saying right before his return, right before the rapture, right before the beginning of the tribulation, that these things would increase and intensify and be in places that normally don't have these things happen. So let's go right into some articles here just to make my point. And here we go. Let's see, where was I? Okay. There we go. Oh, here we are. So we're gonna deal with on this podcast wars and rumors of wars. The next one, hope God willing, unless something comes up in the world, I got to cover it. We're going to talk about earthquakes and events and then pestilence. So on this one, this is on, hold on here, it's got to upload here or download. This is on the Sweden Herald website. Germany to ease debt rules for major defense and infrastructure boost. Germany's Christian Democrat and Social Democrats have agreed to ease the debt brake to be able to invest multi-billion amounts in defense. This is announced by Friedrich Merz, who is expected to become the new federal chancellor after election's defeat in February. I can't pronounce the guy's name. I'm not even going to go there. So they're increasing their defense budget. NATO, or the European Union, almost every nation over there is now scrambling to build their military. Trump, as you know, has backed away from them a little bit. He wants the war in Ukraine to end, which is a good thing. We don't want people dying. But NATO has relied on the U.S. for decades for their military. I'm not getting into the politics here. This is all setting up for the tribulation. That's what this is about. Now they're starting to arm because they realize they can't count on the U.S. to back them up. So now there's a frenzy going on for these nations to build up their military. And Germany is not the only one. This is just, I read this just this morning. And this other one is on France 24 website. We should have woken up earlier. Europe's race toward rearm as old alliances falter. European countries are ramping up defense spending, spurred by the war in Ukraine and uncertainty over continued U.S. backing after a decisive weekend meeting in London. Several nations committed to significant increases in their military budget. So is Germany, now it's France. Here's another one. This is just the last few days. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, here it is, right here. This is on the Times of India website. They can no longer rely on U.S. Macron calls for European defense fund worth hundreds of billions. French President Emmanuel Macron on Sunday called on EU member states to approve massive common funding for European defense and security. They're realizing, oh boy, we're not as protected as we thought we were. We need to build our military like right now, yesterday. And I'm going to get into the comment why I think they even need to do this. And you guys already know the answer probably. So here's the last one right here. This is on CNBC News website. EU chief proposes plan to urgently increase defense spending by mobilizing around $840 billion. New plans from the European Union to increase defense spending could potentially mobilize as much as 800 billion euros or $841 billion. European Commission President said Tuesday. So Europe, NATO, is realizing they're not protected from Russia. Russia comes down in from the north, Ezekiel 38 and 39, to attack Israel. And he brings many nations with him. Some is Turkey, some is Germany. There's Middle Eastern countries. They're all coming against her. But I got a feeling some of those countries, in order to do that, some of those European countries, NATO countries, might have to be disabled for them to be able to allow them to do that. Who knows? But they are arming to the teeth. Here you got a war going on, rumors of wars going on in Ukraine as I speak. At the same time, you have rumors of wars of these nations arming themselves in fear of Russia attacking them at any moment. Are we living in the last days? Is Matthew 24, starting at verse 4, the Bible got it right. The Bible got it right. The Bible always gets it right. And you know what the Bible's got it right? The Bible's got it right when it says, when you see the beginning of these things, look up, your redemption draws nigh. Ladies and gentlemen, saints of the Most High, we are about to meet our Maker. We are about to meet God face to face. Think about it. We're about to meet God face to face in the clouds. This is what we're about to do. Everybody's got their stuff going on. Everybody's got busy. The nations are scrambling for military might, and economies are failing and faltering. Excuse me. But in the midst of all that, Jesus is about to come back in the midst of all this chaos that's going on. We're going to be taken away to heaven. We're going to live with him forever in heaven. And that is about to happen. I read you Matthew 24, starting at verse 4. The description of the birth pains. Hello. These are birth pains. And somebody says, well, these nations have always armed. We've always looked at World War I, World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, all these conflicts. That's true. But the difference is, AI wasn't around then. The marking and tracking of every person wasn't available then, like it is now. Nuclear weapons weren't so just spread out all around the world in so many different countries that can wipe us off the map just by the push of a button. We didn't have this crazy weather we're having right now. All these earthquakes, and I'm going to look. We're going to do one on that, just on the earthquakes and volcanoes. I'm going to get in more detail on that. It's pretty obvious, at least to me, and I know many of you, that we're about to go home in the rapture. I know a lot of us are like sick of it. I'm done following the rapture. I see the comments, and I understand why you feel that way, but what else are you going to follow? What else is there? What else gives us hope? What gives us hope? Looking for our blessed hope in Titus 2:13. That's what gives me enough to get through another day. Knowing that, oh yeah, this is not all that life has. This is not all that life is. Life is coming for me in the clouds, my real life, my Savior, who saved my life from the pits of hell by dying on that cross, being buried for 3 days and rising on the third day. His sacrifice of his blood, his torture, all the pain and sorrow he went through, was not just for nothing. It was for me, and it was for you, to give us a future and a hope. All that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Call upon him today if you haven't done that. And for those saints out there, many of you on this channel all over the world, you've already called upon his name. Now, at any moment, he's going to call your name, and you're going to hear it. Oh, what do you mean, Brian? He's going to call my name during the rapture? Just figuratively speaking. When he calls us up, he knows all his sheep. What's John saying? I know my sheep, and my sheep hear my voice. He's coming for his sheep, and he knows every single one of us by name. And we know him. And these, I think it was 4 articles about different countries arming. You think they're arming for a conventional war? We know what the scripture says. We know what the book of Revelation says. The green grass is all burned up. A third of the earth is just burned up. I mean, it's just a description of a nuclear war. But we're not here for nuclear war. We're going to be in heaven at the marriage supper of the Lamb at any moment. Boy, I can't wait. You know, I don't know if I talked about this yesterday, but just bear with me, okay? Just old timers going on, just repeating myself probably. At that banquet, what a nice, you know what, you go to these buffets and you're so hungry, but within 5 minutes you're so full, like here in the US, Thanksgiving dinner, you take hours to cook the meal, in 5 minutes you're full. We don't get full in heaven. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll take the 5 prime rib, I'll take the chicken, okay, I'll take the salmon, but I don't have to save room for dessert because I'm not going to get full. It sounds like heaven to me. So, you know, saints, we are blessed. We are blessed. We really are. And our blessed hope is about to come for us. You guys have a great day. If I don't see you before, I'll definitely see you in the clouds. This is your brother Brian out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.